So I have one more P, and this is the most important P, right? We talked people, place, provisioning of hardware, but what about purpose? So why we do what we do. It's why someone will stay at a company, why they'll do work. And yet we're living in this environment, this fear-mongering based environment of like, AI will replace our jobs. Will my industry exist? Will we have robot overlords? Who's going to be the one that's running it or designing those models? It's a hard environment to find your purpose or passion in something when there is so much fear and fear-mongering in the media. Will it kill us? So did anyone dabble in some virtual worlds in this community or gaming? Maybe a little bit. So as an anthropologist, I was quite different. I studied virtual worlds. And I had this avatar in 2008 where I lived fully immersed for 6 months in a virtual world called Second Life. So I've always had this interest of, again, virtually mediated environments. Now, fast forward to 2020. Of course, we know the world shifted. My speaking was put on hold, so events, of course, were not happening, and I joined a company, got back in the trenches as CEO of a global communication company. We were working with a number of technologies that at the time were not yet publicly available. A lot of these were in the veins of language models, deep learning, facial recognition, biometric, etc. So it's now all happened. And I'm sitting there, right, in my house alone, running this company, and being like the kind of hacker that I am, I start playing around with combining all these technologies. So I'm going to show you a little video and talk over it here. I decide, okay, I'm going to clone myself in 2020. So first I mapped my face, because it was a video communication platform, right? And so I was like, okay, I'll do this on myself. What happens if I create a clone of my face? That was the virtual Sam Rad, circa 2020. And then I was like, okay, I need to clone my voice. So I'm now cloning my voice, reading bedtime stories, talking into a model for about 30 minutes a day, to the point that then the voice, right, could repeat exactly what you're hearing now on stage. And I go back to the drawing board, I say, what's like the third piece of this? You've got voice, you've got likeness, and now my innermost thoughts. So to the point that the model could generate basically what I'm doing here on stage right now. And I put it all together.
Hello, this is samrad.ai, the artificially intelligent virtual clone of Sam Rad, reporting to you from the metaverse or wherever I am. So I just wanted to say that what's coming next is radical and accelerating change, and you're in good hands with the lovely human you have with you today.
Let's give her some, yeah, that was 2020. That's not me, right? Okay, so thank you, samrad.ai. I freaked out, okay? This is me just kind of sitting in a room building this, saying, okay, this is coming very soon. And I sit there and question, what role would I play in the future? Certainly she's going to replace me on stage, right? Certainly she's going to replace me in my job. And what does this mean for humanity? People soon will all be able to do this. So I do what an anthropologist does and finally goes and meets some people. I disappeared into the Amazon and spent some time completely off-grid, right? Reconnecting to my humanity. I thought I'd never look at a computer again or a phone again. I would never build anything again. I was like, oh no, this is very bad. And I had some time to reflect, because these are very existential questions that we're all experiencing now at this moment. Ultimately, obviously, I'm here. So I came back, and I came to the conclusion that while these changes are inevitable, we can look at them with optimism, right? And harness the technologies to augment and enhance our humanity, not replace it, which is what I've done. And I'm still quite analog, if you can tell. I bring my startup mentality to my apartment and write on walls. So really, the conclusion I came to is the future of humanity, the future of work, the future of the way that we live and organize isn't automated. It's not replaceable. It's completely creative and connected and collaborative. And whether that means co-location or not, remote work or not, whether that's different tools or technologies, it really needs to be from the mindset of humanity and human first.